Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Wade LeBlanc, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Henniger, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm a bit worried about the second hitter. I mean, talk about a rough season. His batting average is sort of an eyesore right now. He just hasn't put it together all season long, and it's become somewhat of a topic of discussion around this team.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. It was a 2-for-5 effort from him in the series finale on Sunday. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Keon Broxton, the second out of the opening frame. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Next up for the A's, Chris Davis. A real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. A's nothing. M's coming to bat. Daniel Mengden gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. I mean, he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2-1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter. Bounce to first. Joseph brings it in. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson Cano as this game moves along. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Good power curveball there, and he's in control, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Up with it, Fegley, but it's not in time, and he'll reach first despite going down on strikes. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. Hit hard towards the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Piscotty's there for it. He's got it, and there are two down now. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with two men out.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, and they're runners at the corners now. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball one. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first to be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. Mariners leave a couple. Still no score. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. A ball and a strike to Tommy Joseph. Hot shot on the ground is short. Mutter is up with it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. Popped him up. Keeley is under it, no problem, 1 away. Here's Jed Lowry now. Prior outings against Wade LeBlanc, not great. He's 1 for 8. Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer to the left side. Seager fields it cleanly. Cano for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Now at the plate, Kyle Seager. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Kyle Seager.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Is a curveball taken low for a ball. The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. VR up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Digging in now for the Mariners, David Freitas will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Freitas, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We'll move to the third with no score. Now in the box, Josh Fegley. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
0-1. Here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, third baseman.
Standing in, Matt Chapman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, number 5.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan VR. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped him up. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this. Taylor Motter steps into the box. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale.
Taylor Motter.
High pop-up. Mingden will take it himself for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, D. Gordon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Bureau. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah. And he's into second safely with a stolen base. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Gordon, the runner at second with one away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Broxton's under it. 2 gone. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Cruz, or the boomstick as he's appropriately nicknamed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
And he fouls this one off.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Mariners leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Keon Broxton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The windup and the 0-1. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Henniger going back, and this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Piscotty, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself in.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run.
Hey, that was a nasty backdoor slider right there, but he was able to stay tough and drive that baseball the other way.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. One and one, here it is. In the dirt here, goes to third with it. In plenty of time, and he's out at third. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mutter ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Riding in once again, Tommy Joseph, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This one's down to third. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, fouled off. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Semien hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Ready on 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. The throw from his knees, but he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Oh, man, this looked like it was going to be a fantastic play. And then he just blows the throw. Love the effort, but a good throw would have gotten him. Got to make the whole play for it to count.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A's have to settle for just.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Cano waits on the first pitch.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Cano waiting on the 0-1. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty is there. 2 down.
Third baseman, number 15, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Seager, right field and carrying well. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And it's fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. It remains 1-0. Striding in for Oakland, Josh Begley. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Here's the first pitch to him. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. A 1 pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. A fastball that just misses inside.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon is in pursuit. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, third baseman.
Stepping in, Matt Chapman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Into the box now, Jonathan VR. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Cruz on the move. Uh-oh, he whips on it. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
It looked like he had a great jump on the ball. Was going to bring it in, no problem, but something happened as he approached the foul line, and it went right by him. It wasn't a routine play, but he'll tell you he should have had it.
First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's through into left, a base hit, and that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0, and the way their pitcher's going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Broxton leads off first with 1 away. A ball hit softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
That ball wasn't actually smoked, more of a soft line drive, but a nice diving catch by the infielder right there, showing a lot of range.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. Over the bullpen and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 14 on the season, and the A's add on more. It's now a 5-0 game.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. 2-1 to the A's first baseman.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Gordon is after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
To 1-2 now. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there and right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on pace with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now, David Freitas. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Taylor Motter. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Swinging a soft liner. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks the unlikely way.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, D. Gordon, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1 down the first baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Ben Gamble stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. So 1-1 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Popped up. VR is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Mariners leave a couple. They can't chip in. David Phelps takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For 35, David Phelps.
Matt Joyce will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Joyce around first. He'll head for second now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's Jed Lowry now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Henniger. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, catcher.
Striding in for Oakland, Josh Phegley. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. From the stretch. And that misses, ball 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. The 1-0. Fouled away. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Gordon will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. The relay, and he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 misses for the second ball.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. 3-1 pitch. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0.
On the mound, he might have let up a little bit knowing the fact he was facing the 9-hitter, but you just can't do that. Goes to show there are no weaknesses in any of these lineups.
Up next,
stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Waiting on it is Henniger, and that ends the inning. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the A's 7 and the Mariners 0. Striding in once again, Nelson Cruz. He'll get things going here in the Mariners 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Now the 2-0. And Cano out in front of it as he pulls this one foul into the seats down the right side. Cruz at third with nobody out. Lifted down the line in left. Davis on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Line drive to left. Davis the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. That makes it 7-1 now. Ready for another shot now. Mitch Henniger. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Davis is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. Villar is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon.
Leading off for the Athletics, center fielder, Keon Broxton.
First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon is in his tracks now. 1 down.
Now batting,
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty then. Next to hit. He was robbed of a hit in his last at bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be successful if you're chasing balls out of the zone and taking ones that are down the chute. He's got to find a way to refocus.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Here's Chris Davis now.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Henniger is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. Ready once again. Ryan Healy hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Popped him up. Joseph over to his left. 1 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, David Freitas. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Hit back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Taylor Motter stands in as he looks at a called strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Count now a ball and a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And behind the back, they get the man at second. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Mariners leave a couple. They're down 7-1. And that'll bring in Tommy.
Leading off for the Athletic, first baseman, Tommy Joseph.
First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Hops this one up. Healy is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Matt Joyce. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gordon has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Jed Lowry. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bouncer up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, D'Lo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Into the box now, Josh Fegley, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Matt Joyce is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement. The 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Gordon on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Jeremy Jeffress is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32.
First offering on its way.
Jeremy.
And a fastball just a bit high. Cruz awaits the 1-0. Ground ball right into the shift. Villar comes up with it. A quick out number 1.
The batter, second
Here's
baseman.
Robbie Cano now. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. Cano waits on the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Broxton's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. 0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Matt Chapman will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Mutter scoops it up, throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's one out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Standing in now, Keon Broxton down the third baseline. And now from the air, a jump throw. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
2-0 count, the pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, and the throw by Cruz is a good one. He's out at home plate. The A's strand. Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seager. He'll lead things off against Jeremy Jeffress with 3 outs remaining to try to make something happen. 0-1, here it comes. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And 2-2.
2-2.
The 2-2. Hard liner to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Lifted down the line in left. After it is Davis. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Next for Seattle, David Freitas. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set and the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Seager leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Taylor Motter stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. To the left side, but it's well foul. The 1-1 home. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Last chance for the Mariners, and he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Oakland A's took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Daniel Mengden notches his 3rd win of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.